I think the word is overused, the word of claiming. The design of the flag of the country is indeed Mr. Tembani Simkai's design. And we did make a couple of submissions. As you may be aware as well, you invited the department, the Ministry of Arts and Culture, headed by Minister Katie McKenzie, to be part of this interview. And they refused to be on board in terms of this interview. So if they had nothing to hide, and they had all the facts, they would come to the interview. They reject all interviews relating to this subject. So I just want to say it is Mr. Nkai's designs.
When you
And the evidence that you just asked about, we do have some submissions we've submitted to your content producer, which we got from their records, which is the Department of Sport, Arts and Culture. They gave us records, and in terms of the records, let me first highlight the terms of reference. The terms of reference, amongst other things, were stating that artists, when the call was made, they needed to design a symbol that's going to unify the political parties that were rivals at the time to be united under one symbol. And then it needs to be simple that even a child can draw that particular flag. And the other part was that they must use primary colors. So primary colors is blue, red, and yellow. And then simplified life for them to ensure that history is recorded properly. Because Frederick Bonwell, the person who's credited with the design of the flag, was the chairperson of the selection board that was responsible for receiving flag design submissions from the public in 1994, 1993. So now this has to be corrected. We can't be exposed to something that has happened and keep quiet, because now people have got power, they've got money, they can bribe their way through everything. So this needs to be rectified. That is why we made a submission of a letter to the Office of the Minister, Mr. Katie McKenzie, in an attempt to have discussions around this thing, because we had an invitation from the state attorney around 2023 November to have a roundtable meeting regarding this whole subject. And unfortunately, I had to go and conduct a lecture on the same issue of the flag at Kingston University in England. So we couldn't go to that meeting because Mr. Mkai was uncomfortable going.
all right, Bandile, just coming back to the legal process, can you tell us how far is this process currently?
In terms of the process at this stage, one of the reasons why we submitted in March a submission at the Office of the Minister is because since the state attorney requested for a meeting, since we were open to discuss, so we decided to write them a letter so that they can respond, which they did not respond to, in an attempt to have those discussions, because the minute we continue with this,